interject to join here in a couple minutes.
Yeah. It's actually recording.
Oh, you want to do the intro thing or no?
Yeah.
Your favorite amateur hacks are back for another season of the Sneaky Par Show. They're still shitty at golf and clueless in life, but having fun along the way. Over to you guys for...
Welcome to a top 50 in Canada and top 100 in the US of A podcast about golf.
Jesus, what are we doing here?
Fuck, it's freezing in Chicago. My basement's freezing. Our toes are going to fall off. Like,
oh my God.
I mean, we're losers.
No, we're so happy. This is so much fun. Saturday night first of all, for me and Marty, is a 4-day weekend.
It is
because we had a great company reward our hard work. And here we are on a Saturday night when it's freezing. We got more snow today. I shoveled twice today, which was horrendous.
We're a good condo association. Like, I haven't shoveled yet this season.
Well, I guess who's the only one that does it?
You.
So I'm going to change that. I'm either going to pay less.
You should pay. You should pay yourself to shovel the snow.
Yeah, I've thought about that.
Are you the president of your condo association?
Well, I don't. We have these 3 titles. There's 3 owners, and I'm the treasurer. But then no other owner lives there. So guess who gets to do it?
Well, okay.
One rents it out. One every.
You should make yourself the president and say you cannot rent out. Only like a certain percentage of the building can be rented out.
Actually, it's funny because he's written his out, which I don't care. I want everyone to make money. Yeah, but you know what? If I want to do, I can't because I tried during COVID.
Oh, I remember
the city turned me down because we already had one.
When I used to own this whole building, I had the second floor rented out, and the third floor people were like, well, I'm going to put a clause in there where you can only have like 30% of the building rented out. I go, if you do that, I'm going to sell my place for such little money that it's going to bring down the property. I go, are you kidding me? Like, this is how you want to like do this? And then I'm like, how much to buy you out?
Yeah, bottom out. Kidding. What an asshole.
So
if you can't tell, it's freezing in Chicago.
Yeah, we're freezing. So I'm only going to wear this for a couple more minutes. It's more of a stick.
We want the, if Chi-Town joins, we want to see what we're doing.
No, he's not. So so Chi-Town was on the invite and he, totally missed it. Said he went sledding with the kids. He's wiped out. Now he's having dinner.
Oh, poor guy.
So his percentage in Sneaky Par is going down.
It's fine. I am representing Carhartt today.
Yeah.
For actually one of the questions that Shaitan asked, like, who do we want to be sponsored by if we were on tour? And because I'm a hillbilly from Southern Indiana, I said, maybe Carhartt or Cabela's, kind of as a joke, because there's a tie list and all that stuff.
And then they reached out to you and said, hey.
And then I thought, I am representing my people back home, and we are sending some good gear to my buddy Jason Neenock this week. So they are my guys that are the hard workers, and they own Carhartt, and I'm representing Carhartt.
You look good. I mean, you just came from the deer stand. You smell like piss.
One of our friends said, "Oh, nobody's going to shoot you, Darren, because we're in Hunter Orange." So.
Yeah, it's scary looking though. But you look like you're from Indiana, which you are. So it kind of all makes sense.
I am here to represent. You're welcome.
Well, we're waiting. We got a special guest today. So Jack is going to join us here in a little bit. I think he's out in LA, so he's living a good life.
Yeah.
While we're freezing out here in Chicago.
He's probably on the beach.
No, yeah, I think he was at some taco joint with a couple of
friends.
That's what we call it. So we're jealous. So he's going to be hopping on here in a little bit, but I kind of gave the guys a little homework assignment to do, and maybe we'll have to wait till next podcast to chat about. I wanted to get their take on their favorite, like, movie, fictional, non-fictional, whatever, somebody that you think is funny in golf, like whether it's a main character of a movie, whether it's somebody in real life, whether it's like a character of a character. Like, I don't want somebody like, oh, I love Happy Gilmore. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm talking like something kind of off the cusp that only like true golfers should know. And I really feel like mine, like nobody's in this world would say that this is one of their favorite offshoot golf guys. Mine's in a movie. So
yeah, I thought about it a little bit, but obviously Happy came up.
No, that's just anything from
my other thing.
Caddyshack. Like, I would love to see it from a non-golf movie.
Well, the other thing for me was Bagger Vance. Will Smith.
Yeah, I know, but like I want rogue. We'll go with a mainstream one, but I want rogue that nobody would think like, oh my god, like that's a guy I thought somebody would say. You don't have to say it now. You can say it for later, unless you want to. You can do it now without Chi-Town.
I got to think about it. But
I mean, you saw Brian's when he sent it to us in text. I'm like, that's stupid. And then I thought about it, I'm like, it's pure genius.
Gosh, I got to think about it now. I think I have it.
Did you have one before though?
No, I got it now.
Okay, what was it before though?
I was gonna say Bagger Vance.
Oh, Bagger Vance, but yeah, I mean,
I got the one I'm gonna save for mine, and I already know what it is.
Okay,
and actually more relevant now than ever.
Really? Yeah. Is it fictional or non-fictional character?
It doesn't have to be a movie, right?
It can be a movie. It can be movie, real life. It can be a documentary. Anything that you think of a rogue, off the cuff golf thing, personality. It doesn't. They don't even have to play golf. They have to have a reference to golf or whatever it is, like something that nobody would ever think of.
Well, people once they see it, they'll know. But I think it's more relevant now.
Yeah, I mean, if Chi-Town joined, we could have done it now. But he's just
first off, who cares about Chi-Town? The guy can't fucking follow directions.
Dude's out of breath from sledding with his kids. He literally, his text said, "I'm wiped."
You can't talk.
I was just like, you can't just listen. Leave the family on the video. I'm telling you,
you remember that one?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. See, that's awesome. I would not have ever thought of that one.
I just came to be after what just happened recently.
Yeah, I think that's great, and I think that's what people want to. And send me that clip that you want me to. I'll play it since now we finally get our laptops here. It looks like Jack's joining us right now.
Oh yeah, Jack is. I
love how Jack took his last name off there too. Smart.
He's a smart man.
He's very smart.
Yeah, that's actually what my lawyer told me to do.
Yeah, that's smart. Well, you went to Northwestern, Jack, so you're a lot smarter than we are.
Yeah, I got into golf, not academics. So that's not what it does on my resume though.
Attaboy. I looked at going to Northwestern. They had this executive MBA program when you're older. And I was like, it looks like fun because my buddy did it. And I looked at it, was like $160,000 for 2 years.
Whoa.
I'll pass on that.
Actually, I found out I still have 4 years of eligibility as a female golfer, so I might go back.
First, I'm Darren Davey. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having me.
What's the temperature where you are?
Yeah, we're jealous.
What's the temperature?
Yeah.
It's a little brisk today, actually. I think it was 62, 63.
Keep it up, Jack.
What is that a Lakeshore Drive behind you guys or what?
Yes, that's the blizzard of 2011.
Oh, actually, Darren, change the video so it's side by side.
Oh yeah.
Right. Hold on one sec, Jack.
Actually,
my hands are sweating in these gloves.
I actually don't know.
You just
now. Where are you guys? Where do you guys film from?
We're actually in my basement in Wicker Park.
Oh, nice.
So we used to have, we still do. We have a studio by Comiskey on the south side. One of my buddy's office, but it's it's a lot of work to go over there. And me and Darren or Daddy D live pretty close to each other, so you had it on top of each other, which was fine. Yeah, that's fine. On top of them. Oh, there you go. Nice.
And so you guys all work together, or just
We're
all
sweating
golf? Or?
Yeah, we all work together, and then Darren and I are at the same company, as is we'll call her DW, and then our buddy Chi-Town, who's the third guy on this thing, he's an idiot, Jack, and he basically forgot we had this today, but you don't really want to talk to him because all you would do is I don't know, annoy us.
Ask you questions.
Ask you questions you don't want to answer.
Now, you guys are social distance, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not gay, but there's nothing wrong with that. But we're not gay. So where were we having lunch today? That looked like a great little little spot over there.
Yeah, Pink Taco, West Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I think there's a couple different pink tacos in the world.
The drinks are slightly overpriced, but the scenery's good, so balance it.
Hey, this sounds like a perfect sneaky party. Do you have a couple margs or what?
Yeah, started off with a Corona, just pretty fairway.
Yeah.
And then, spicy marg.
Pretty fairway.
Yeah. How about you guys? Where'd you guys pregame?
One of our local spots, right by my house.
You ever? Well, when you went to Northwestern, I'm sure you lived in Evanston, right? You didn't live or come downtown that much.
Yeah, we came downtown a little bit when they were easy on IDs. I remember Yeah, McFadden's.
Oh yeah,
easy on IDs, and then kind of as we got to be 21, we'd go more like West Loop or North, or what's it called,
River North. Yeah. McFadden's.
I don't miss the weather though. I miss Chicago, miss the food, miss the vibes, the sports, but the weather. The background's giving me trauma.
It's like Marty comes to my house and goes, "How you doing, Darren? I know you're depressed," because I've been in Arizona for 2 weeks just working. And
nice.
He knows my mindset.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not. I mean, I've lived here 18 years. You can't get mad at me after being here 18 years and doing the same shit.
I went to his house, all the lights are off, the blinds are shut. He's curled in the corner. I'm like, it's like from Swingers when the guy's all depressed. Wow. Like he can't get a job or something. He comes in with the sandwich. So I think
where'd you tee it in Arizona?
Where I stay or tee it up?
No, where'd you tee it up?
So we played Golden Valley Dinosaur Mountain one day. We played Quintero one day. I played What was the oh my God, Greyhawk. Greyhawk,
Nice.
a great course. And then Kierland.
Oh, solid.
So yeah, I
trust you. I trust you manage the handicap, so you got a nice one heading into the spring in Chicago.
Exactly. You know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
high.
gonna be losing a lot of money to this guy come pretty soon.
Yeah.
Wait,
Hey,
aren't you thinking about moving to Arizona? That's what I heard, or what's going on
Yeah,
there?
I like Arizona. Actually, I got a place out there last year, rented it out. I love Arizona. I mean, the summers are tough, obviously, but there's so much golf out there. A little bit more affordable than LA.
Yeah.
But,
We go every year for work, and obviously COVID like turned that down for waste management. So we make that term every year and make it a big deal. And then this year, no travel for corporate. And I was texting my buddy, I'm like, I can work anywhere. This comes out of pocket. Like, let's rent a house. And he's like, I don't know, Darren. Maybe we shouldn't. And then he's like, no, I get what you're saying. I'm like, dude, we got to spend a little money, but to be out of Chicago and play some golf. And we still took clients out and did like the whole golf thing, which was perfect.
Yeah.
We fly in. It was like right after the first snow in Chicago, and in Scottsdale, it was sleeting and raining and like 40 degrees. And everybody's like, oh my God, I'm still happy that I'm here. And then that next week during Waste Management was perfect.
That's the thing. The winter there, like it gets chilly at night for sure.
Well, that's my favorite weather. I mean, we go, you go to the Open at 75 degrees and sunny, and you're, I'm getting sunburned, I'm bald and all that stuff. And then you have to
I thought that was the filter. I guess
I wish.
DW is saying you were trying to Monday qualify for the Waste Management.
I didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
No?
They got to the parking lot. They kicked you out.
I missed my tea time.
Yeah.
He's hungover.
All right. Well, at least you're entered. That counts.
Yeah. So, Jack, I mean, thanks for coming on, bud. We appreciate it, man. That's awesome that you made it. You're probably going to be the best golfer we have on this show for a long time.
No, I mean, I have to thank you guys. I feel like in Los Angeles, I might fare better with the females now that I can say I'm an influencer, right? I mean,
just wait to start tagging you all over this stuff.
I've made it.
So I know I got a ton of stuff. I watched a couple of videos that you had, or that was on YouTube of you talking, of course it was. And then obviously read the bio on the Northwestern site, but I've always wanted to say this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like, or is true, that you had a really storied career for when you were a junior and then obviously in college. So give us a little, I guess, background. I mean, I know it a little bit from what DW told us, but give us a little thing. I mean, I heard you were playing as a scratch golfer at 13.
Yeah. Growing up in Santa Barbara, was really fortunate to get paired up with a good coach when I was young and kind of take lessons once a week for, 10, 12 years. And it's pretty hard not to get good at golf if you do that. But yeah, growing up in Santa Barbara, access to a good coach, access to good courses. Didn't have many friends growing up, so I was kind of forced to go to the golf course, kind of find solace there, if you will. But yeah, and then kind of decided to come back to the Midwest for college. I had lived in Chicago a little bit when I was younger. I love the city, love the people. I think, and I'd be interested to see what you guys think, I think Chicago is probably, when the weather's good, the best golf city in the world.
Love it.
Yeah.
Nothing better.
Yeah.
There's not a better city when the weather's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
And when sports are going, when there's no COVID. Yeah. All that.
Yeah. But yeah, so went to Northwestern, was fortunate enough to play golf there, and then turned pro after school, and then unfortunately got in a car accident. Wasn't with a FedEx truck, otherwise I wouldn't be working right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that, right? Because I have a couple questions in terms of where you think you'd be now if that never happened, which I don't want to bring up bad things, but I mean, it sounds like, so you won a couple state championships in high school.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
We won as a team my senior year, and then individually I tied with Patrick Cantlay, but then lost in a playoff to him.
Oh, get out of it. He went to where, UCLA, was it? Or
yeah, so he went to Servite High School, which was down
in high school, sorry, yeah.
LA, and then went to UCLA, but he's so pure. I love watching his game. He's so pure.
Yeah. Do you watch the Pebble going on? Because he's actually third or second or something like that.
For me, there's nothing better than just firing up the television, parking on the couch, and listening to Jim Nance.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaven. By Sunday afternoon, that's perfect.
So did you play like a match play then against him in high school, or kind of how does that? We never played, obviously. I didn't play it.
It was a sudden death playoff. So first playoff hole, had a 6-foot birdie putt to win. Didn't make that. Still working through that with my therapist.
Jack, just keep drinking. You'll be fine.
Yeah. And then the second hole, he beat me, so got second place. But
was he the top rated guy, or what? I mean, where did you compare in terms of rankings in the state or wherever, the juniors or however you guys do it in that?
I would think he was probably the top ranked guy. There were a couple others, but I was probably top 10, top 15.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of good golfers in Southern California.
Yeah, I bet. That's crazy. One of the things that was interesting too is, Northwestern's obviously one of the very, very, very top golf schools in the country. How did that whole recruiting process work for you out of Santa Barbara to go to Northwestern here in the Midwest?
Yeah. And did that come into a factor, like the Chicago weather?
No, honestly. So my dad had gone to business school there, and my sister was at Northwestern at the time. And like I had mentioned, I lived in Chicago a little bit growing up. And I love the city. I came back, got to tour some of the courses around the North Shore, got to see their practice facility. And then kind of one of the big draws is that Luke Donald went there. Sure. And so during the winter, when the weather is like your background right now,
like today,
we'd go down to Jupiter several times a winter, go to the Bears Club, go to the Medalist, Jupiter Hills. So they definitely make do with what they're given in terms of weather, and the coach at Northwestern, the facilities. I mean, it's all top notch. So I'm really happy I went there.
What was Northwestern's home course? Did they have one, or did they have their own course, or what was?
Yeah. So we had a rotation. I'd say so. Monday, North Shore Country Club. Tuesday, Conway Farms. Wednesday, Lakeshore Country Club. Thursday, I think Skokie again. And then on the weekends, we'd kind of go around, either play like Butler, Medina.
Okay, that's enough.
Keep dropping the name.
You're playing courses I can't even play.
Well, no, I mean, I'm a strict Muni guy now, though. So they got to go from here to here.
Yeah, I mean, up by Evanston, you got some great courses. The ones at Exmoor and Bobolinks up there. So a lot of cool places. But you mentioned Luke Donald, and in my research before this, I noticed you broke his record. You did junior at Northwestern, or talk about that a little bit, because I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I did. So our home tournament, my junior year, I was struck by like a stream of consciousness and just like started seeing the hole, kind of like Caddyshack. And
I love it. Yeah.
Just kind of went unconscious, went deep in the red, shot 16 under for 3 rounds in some pretty crummy weather. And I set the tournament scoring record for Northwestern, and then also I won the tournament by 8 or 9. So it was a lot of fun.
Jesus. You talk a lot of trash after that, I hope, or what?
What's up?
Did you talk a lot of trash after that to the competitors? You should have.
No.
He's too nice.
Probably should have, though.
Yeah.
with you on the bag, I might have.
You probably would have been drunk, and it probably wouldn't have worked out too well for you. But does that record still stand, or what's going on with that now?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
200 for 54 holes.
Wow. That's amazing, dude. That's great. So when I was looking at it, like you went to Northwestern for 4 years. And then junior year, you were the number 1 guy on the team. Which is awesome. Talk about that, as I guess coming in as a freshman, and you got like the seniors on the team and the older guys. Like, were they accepting? I mean, golf is unfortunately, I think, an individual sport. So how was the whole team camaraderie at Northwestern when you came in as a freshman, obviously as a highly touted, so I get to say touted and storied career. How did that all play out, and how was the team accepting of you when you first came as a freshman?
The culture on the team was great. I think, even though touted junior, once you enter the college arena, it's a even bigger bowl and you're a small fish, regardless of what you did in high school.
Yeah, true.
Which is the same when you enter the professional realm as well. But the culture on the team was great. Everyone was really accepting. And that kind of just started from the top down. The coaches were really good, strength staff. So I think the culture on the team really helped us play better golf and develop better friendships.
I mean, that campus is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love it.
The thing is, walking to class, though, it was weird. I always felt like the wind was into my face.
Every time.
Like, you walk to class. Yeah. Our college coach didn't believe in wind chill, though.
So what happened in the wintertime? So did you obviously just stay at Northwestern? I mean, were you practicing indoors? I mean, obviously people in the warmer climates get more of an advantage that they're able to golf all year round. Like, what were you doing during the wintertime to stay sharp?
So we had an indoor practice facility. One of our graduates was really generous and donated more money than I'll probably ever make or see, and built a nice indoor facility that we go to every day. And then, like I had mentioned before, we'd go down to Florida a bunch. I think different players probably flourish better in that environment. So like, you're right. Playing outdoors is kind of an advantage, but at the same time, if you're stuck indoors for a little bit, you can really hunker down and focus on technique and make actual changes, which is true for, your listeners, you guys. The winter kind of provides you guys with an opportunity to not have to worry about making par, bogey, double, triple. You can kind of take some lessons and figure out what you need to do and get some reps in without having to worry about your score.
Our teaching pro we had earlier in the week from Medina said the same thing. She's like, you guys don't understand it, but like that's big for teachers because you can actually work on the technique and teach people. And like all of us are like, where'd the ball go? You're
for sure.
Like that. But I guess you think about that, that's huge. You can really work on it.
Well, I think, a lot of people, like, I love the change of seasons in Chicago. And if there was golf 20 or all year round, I think I'd get pretty burnt out because I still get burnt out now playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of an idiot.
Yeah. I played a lot of rounds last year, but I know like a buddy of kids, he's a baseball player playing D1 baseball. And it was nice for him to have that break from playing baseball 24/7 where you could do it in Florida versus here. You kind of can go play basketball and something else. So
but I
guess there's two different ways to look at it.
I mean, I can't play golf every day. So no matter what the weather
True.
is. So I was like, if I have a chance to play, I'm going to. And then
Jack, how many rounds you getting in a week, or are you still kind of pushing, or what's your story out there now?
I probably play like 15, 20 rounds a year.
Oh man, I beat you.
But, so I live in LA. I have to drive over an hour to go golf. Getting a tee time during COVID has been absolutely impossible.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Which is good for the sport. I mean, everyone's kind of locked inside, and I think it's been great for golf. But getting a tee time is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah,
I'd like to play more, but actually, I have a tournament in a couple of weeks. So,
what
kind of tournament is that?
I'm playing city tournaments. Unfortunately, no.
You need a sponsor or something, Jack? Because we got sneaky parts. What do you need, bud?
What's up?
I said, you need a sponsor?
I'm thinking right next to the Northwestern logo here. I'm thinking like sneaky par right here.
Perfect.
Yeah, strictly city tournaments. Just your 2-day out the trunk, straight to the tee. Unfortunately, no Masters exemptions to the winner. But all about the pro shop script now.
At least you're getting out there competing, still playing, man. That's good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Honestly, that was kind of the paradigm shift after I got hurt. Was I used to put a lot of pressure on myself, and now just kind of thankful to be able to play and compete, and it's a lot of fun.
So it's probably more fun now.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, especially sitting behind a desk and doing like this all day.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You said you went pro after college, your senior year.
Yeah.
What describe that and what that meant and what you were gonna do, and then I guess you can lead up into, unfortunately, the accident kind of derailed you a little bit.
Yeah. So golf's kind of unique in that like you don't necessarily like sign a big deal and you're like guaranteed income. Really, you guys could turn pro tomorrow, and I'd probably suggest it. But so all you have to do is enter into tournaments and declare yourself pro and accept money. So after I graduated June 2014, I started playing mini tour events, played a couple web.com events, and then Q school in the fall. And then coming home from that's actually when I got in the car accident. So I missed Q school by one and then get rear-ended on the way home.
Oh, wait. So if you shot one stroke better, you would have gotten your card, or?
No, through to the next stage.
Okay.
I shot 2 under and 3 under went through. So, yeah.
So let me ask you, and this is kind of one I've been thinking about for like a week, and this is like a question I would love to know the answer to is, where do you think you'd be right now if you didn't get in that accident? Right. I mean, I know it's a tough one. Like, what's up?
Playing on tour.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Like when I read your whole stats and all this, number one guy at Northwestern junior, I'm like, dude, this guy's a fucking.
I was wanting you to say like a 3-time Masters champion. That's what I was wondering. That's the answer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll go with that.
You never thought you'd be on the Sneaky Par podcast in 2021.
No, honestly, I'm definitely putting this on my golf resume. This is
huge.
I love it.
This is up there.
Yeah. So I'm after the accident. Then is you still have a little like unfortunate lingering effects when you play, or is it you feeling better now, or what's the?
Yeah. So actually, I got in the accident coming home from Q school, which was October 2014, and then I got like an MRI for just purposes C because I had some like remaining effects from the accident in my back, and then I actually won my first and only professional tournament in Scottsdale. January, so a couple months after, and then like 3 weeks later I couldn't walk. So I spent most of 2015 doing like physical therapy and such and trying to figure out if I was going to play again, and I think it's once you have kind of a compromised spine, as you're seeing with Tiger right now, with having his surgery. I'm not comparing myself to him, but we had the same surgery. It's really hard to go through that and try to play professional golf and golf for a living once you have that surgery. So, decided to get into real estate.
Hey, that's not a bad thing either.
You got to make some money.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing either.
Yeah. I mean, do you ever get, like, you obviously know, I mean, what's your handicap index these days? What are you playing to, like a 0 or are you?
+3.
Plus. Okay. Yeah. Plus. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you ever, well, I mean, +3. Yeah. I've never played it with a +3. So we need to get Jack out for the sneaky part open to actually see what it's like to play with like a real golf.
This summer,
I'll play as a 5 for that. Don't worry.
Come to Chicago this summer and then let's go play.
Yeah. Well,
it would be fun to play with you.
Yeah. Maybe you can convince DW to let me take her out for a date.
She's single though. We could probably make that happen. Well, I mean, you can.
I'll just say she says yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
You guys can go to Smoke Daddy and hang out.
Yeah. Let's rekindle.
That's awesome, dude. So one of the things that I heard too is the Pebble thing. I think Spieth winning the thing. Didn't you play head to head against Jordan back in your day?
Yeah, so U.S. Junior Amateur, the summer between my junior and senior year in high school was actually at Trump's golf course in Bedminster. And so, we had seen Trump on The Apprentice, like obviously a real like showy guy, but this place was absolutely amazing. So he like put on a big carnival for us. He flew in on his helicopter.
Weird. Sounds like Trump.
Yeah. So got to meet him, got to meet Melania. She's very easy on the eyes, as you can imagine. But yeah, so got through to match play. I beat a guy named Grayson Murray, who's on the PGA Tour now. I beat him in a playoff in the first round, and then played Jordan Spieth in the next round. My dad did not get any pictures of us, which I'm saying. But yeah, so lost to Jordan Spieth on the 19th hole.
Oh shit.
But actually, so I hit,
and he ended up winning that, correct? Is that correct?
Yeah, he ended up winning it. And it was crazy. So Donald Trump and Melania followed us for the whole match because Jordan Spieth was a phenom and like already very widely known. So every college coach in the country, Donald Trump, Melania, and I hit. So Donald Trump, after I lost to Jordan Spieth, he told me I hit the best flop shot he's ever seen. Like, your hands must be so soft. So I'm trying to figure out how to work that into the Bumble profile. Yeah. I don't think that'll be very popular in LA, but you never know.
I mean, I love it.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, I'd swipe with it, right?
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, soft hands.
That's been what a great story.
That's a phenomenal story.
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, it's fun to see him. He's been struggling the last few years, but he's back at the top now.
Yeah. So that's what I was talking to Marty about. And I wanted to ask you, just as a college golfer and PGA pro golfer, like what he went through, like what is that? I don't know how to explain it.
You know what I think it all was?
You
know what I think it all was? What year was it, the Masters on number 12 where you had the meltdown?
Oh yeah. He like took 7 on that one or something.
Yeah, I mean, golf's so crazy in that like something that traumatic just sticks with you.
I think that was started it or kept with it. Like
I think
he was leading at the time, wasn't he, when that happened?
Yeah, he was leading, and then I think he made like an 8 or something. Yeah. And even at the Open Championship that he won like a year later, like he was kind of wayward off the tee.
Yeah,
I think that made him kind of mental.
Yeah, I mean, I see where that could happen in the game of golf, and following him over the years, like all of us have. And then, the best is seeing like JT and some of his friends like, dude, Jordan's going to be back. And we're all like, I don't know, man, he's not playing very well. And then what he's been doing the last 2 weeks, I'm like, that's what I want to ask like professionals about, or like the experience. Like, did he just grind it out forever and eventually got his swag back? I mean, I think it's mental and game, but was he working on his swing, you think, or the approach shots or his putting during this 5-year period? Or was it just like, he just kept grinding at it and eventually got his confidence back?
Yeah, I think it's grinding at it and getting his confidence back. Yeah. I mean, really all he has to do is read his resume and it's like, oh shit, I'm a champion. Like, there's no reason I should be missing cuts.
That's why I loved hearing like Fowler and JT going, he's going to be back, guys. You guys are like giving him a hard time. He's a good golfer. Like, he's one of the best on tour.
Jack,
Fowler's a guy that needs to come back. He needs to stop doing commercials and stuff.
Jack, on your level though, which unfortunately Daddy D and I will never be on, which is sad, but what part of the game is mental and what part is physical? Like, how would you give a percentage? Is it like 80-20? Is it 50-50? Like what's golf in terms of that on your level?
I'd say once you get to kind of an upper echelon of golf, it becomes more and more mental. Because everyone's doing the same stuff. Everyone's practicing. Everyone's working out. It's who can show up to the tournament, believe in themselves, hit the tight fairway when they need to. So I'd say the higher you get, the more mental it becomes.
Yeah, because it's in there, right? You got the swing.
Yeah.
You've had the practice.
Yeah, exactly. Because all these guys on tour, if you watch them on the range, you'd be like, oh shit, how do they not win this week?
Yeah.
It's when they step out on the course. And that's honestly something that you guys could be doing in the winter in Chicago is, reading Rotella books, listening to Rotella audiobooks. No matter your handicap, that stuff still helps. You're still trying to make a good aggressive swing to a good target, regardless of your handicap.
I mean, even our handicap, I know when I go around and I'm playing well, like playing, and I 2-putt, I 3-putt. I mean, but you'd feel it. And then like my lowest rounds, like, Darren, what was different? I'm like, oh, nothing. I just felt better. Like I just knew my swing. I was confident. And then some days I'm like, I might as well get a cocktail and not keep scoring.
If you think about it, it's kind of counterintuitive. It's harder and it takes more work to play shittier golf.
Yeah.
It's easier and more fun to play well.
Yeah,
true.
So,
and dude, we're all the same way too. Cause I feel like if I go out there and I don't care, I'm just hiking my buddies, I play pretty decent. And there's a feel part to it. Like your swing feels right. And then other times you're trying because you're with somebody or you're trying to compete and win money or whatever you're doing. And you're like trying too hard, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Then you put that at a level of professional where you're like, how do they do this day in and day out? Competing against the best in the world. And I get it, man. I don't know how anybody does it.
Yeah.
So I started playing golf when I was 21 in college. I bought a set of Play It Again Sports for the first time. They're called Excaliburs, and I was trash. Jack, when you were growing up, like who were you watching playing golf, or who were you kind of mimic your game after? Say, hey, I want to play like this person when I'm older.
Yeah, I'd say coming from Santa Barbara, Freddie Couples used to live there, and he was kind of the god in our book, if you will. So, I love his energy. He's so cool. He's so mellow. His swing is so pure.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. So Freddie Couples, Tiger, obviously. And Ricky Fowler's another Southern California guy. And he literally won like every junior tournament. So he was another one to kind of mimic our games after. So
you grew up in Southern Cal?
Yeah, Santa Barbara.
What? Oh yeah, I mean your family was Northwestern. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky, he's a fan favorite and all this kind of stuff. He's won the Players is kind of his biggest win. Like, do you think he's going to get a major soon, or is this time?
Yeah, I think he will.
Yeah.
I mean, he's too good not to. I think, these guys like Jordan Spieth, when they win so much as a junior, like that takes a certain mentality. And I think that's applicable to professional as well. I mean, professional golf, the hole's the same size as junior golf. The fairways might be a little bit more narrow, but it's the same thing. Winning takes a certain preparation, obviously, and then also mentality and execution. But I think Ricky will get it done.
Yeah. Are you still trying to maybe go to the next level, or are you going to stick to these kind of city muni tournaments, or what's your next steps here?
It's city tournaments for me. I'm trying to rack up that pro shop credit.
He's like a real estate $1 million showings.
You'd be like the local legend over there in that circuit.
Yeah, strictly city tournaments. But luckily in SoCal, there's a good contingency of city tournaments.
Yeah. Keep that going, man. I was lucky enough to play with a guy that my dad worked with is a local, to me, is the local legend in Southern Indiana, who won multiple city tournaments. I knew him.
No way.
And I was able to play like this charity scramble with him and my buddy probably 3 months ago. And I was watching the difference in him. And he is like a local legend to me, like to everybody in Southern Indiana. And he won these city tournaments. I think there's like 6 or 7 every year he was winning. And then this guy.
When you say Southern Indiana, have you ever played French Lick?
I have no. So I have not played French Lick.
I heard it's amazing.
Don't waste your time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We played our Big Ten championship there 3 years in a row, and if that place was overtaken by eminent domain, I would be very in favor.
Is it just hard?
It's so hard. It's a gnarly walk. It's a gnarly course. It's in the middle of literally the hotel is like you're in The Shining. It's just it's an all around heavy experience.
And for us, I think it's like $350 a round or some bullshit. It's
wow,
like expensive. And you know where I went to school? Indiana State.
Nice. Yes. I was born in Indiana, so I'm a Hoosier.
Oh, where at?
Carmel.
Oh yeah. So all my family, like my brothers in Zionsville, and all my college buddies are in Indy.
Nice.
Yeah. I was just Oh, I didn't even know you were.
Look at this. We got a connection. Daddy,
Yeah.
a connection.
You're like my new best friend.
That's great. What's your favorite course in Illinois that you played when you were?
Wow. Oof.
So many.
I'd say Skokie Country Club or Shore Acres.
Yeah, I've played neither of those.
Yeah, me either.
You ever heard of?
You can drive by though. I mean, it's pretty nice.
I'm usually at Harborside.
Hey, Harborside's pure.
I love it.
So when I lived in Chicago after after stopping golfing, we used to drive down to not French Lick. What's it called? What's the one? Hammond. What's the one in Hammond?
We don't say Lost Marsh.
Lost Marsh.
Worst.
I love that place.
Oh my God, Jack! Yeah, this is over. Come on,
That just shows that Jack's one of us.
Yeah, it's one of us. That's right.
We love him.
Do you really like that course?
Oh, I love Lost Marsh.
You remember hole 10? It's basically 50 yards straight, and then it takes a complete right angle.
Yeah, you just play it down number 18. It's really easy.
Oh, I mean that you do. I hit a pitching wedge off the tee box. So,
yeah. Yeah, Lost Marsh, great course.
Yeah.
Have you played the Brickyard in Indy?
No, I haven't. I've never been to Indy 500.
That's a good course you should play since you're from there. What's the other one I played there the other day? So I was telling Marty, there's country clubs in that area that I actually can't afford there, but I can't afford here. So I'm like, maybe I'll just go to Indiana. Like my friends are there. Chicago brings a lot to my life and everything. But I'm like, well, I could probably join a country club. So there are some good ones that are affordable there, and there's some good golf there.
Yeah, for sure. So do you guys both have kids then?
No,
we're the single guys at the show, Jack.
So you guys are single? No, why?
Yeah, so if you want us to come to California, we will tomorrow.
Yeah, if you need a fourth,
awesome.
we'll meet you out there. We'll get on Riviera and rock out.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys if it's true that there's a correlation between, getting married, having kids, and your handicap,
Well, this should be if our other guy. So we have usually 3 people on the show, and he's the married guy with kids who couldn't make it because he went sledding and he's tired.
Who's the shittier golfer?
He's like a 20, but he actually said that he thinks he could beat Charlie Woods. And he's a terrible golfer.
He can beat Charlie Woods.
He thinks he can. He thinks he can.
From the same tee.
Interesting.
From
question.
the same tees. Yeah, that's what he says. From the same tees, he thinks he can beat Charlie Woods. What do you think? He sucks.
What'd you say his handicap is?
It's like a 25-30 at best.
There's absolutely no way.
I mean, I think I'm a 9.
Unless there were just 4. There's no way.
He's got overconfidence, and he's like, well, if they're 12, they'll beat me, but if they're 11, they won't. And we're like, dude, what are you talking about?
No, Charlie Woods would probably beat me.
Oh, he would beat me.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that there were you could place bets on whether or not he'll win a major by 2035. I mean, shit.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, he will win a major. The timeline, I don't know. He will win.
Yeah. He just got to avoid the Perkins waitresses when he had 18.
Did you watch the doc, Jack?
I did, yeah.
What did you think of that?
After watching it, I liked Tiger more, and I felt badly for him.
Yeah.
Do you kind of relate a little?
It's crazy to learn more and more about his life. He's just such an interesting figure, and you kind of feel for him.
Oh, dude, what he goes through with the media and shit. I mean, again, he's doing, I don't even want to say this, but he's doing things that more people do, like worse every day. And it wasn't a big deal, but then the media, because of who he was, made it. I mean, it is a big deal. I'm not saying cheating.
Yeah. It's just crazy to see that DUI footage, and then to think he won the Masters like a year and a half. It was just like,
and then
when he won the Masters, like that was just so cool.
Yeah. Oh, that was.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's rooting against him to not win that tournament.
He made some mistakes like we all do every day.
Yeah.
He came back and I loved his comeback story. It's one of the best in history.
I mean, as someone who's gotten one of the surgeries that he's gotten 5 of, I have a hard time believing that he can win another major, but you can't bet against him. No. It's like Tom Brady, right? You can't bet against him.
Never can. So what's your football team? I mean, you were born in Indiana, you went to Santa Barbara, then you went to Minnesota for a bit. Like, you got a team out there or what?
I'd probably cheer for the Vikings or the Bears.
All right, so we'll take that Bears.
Where's my
Absolutely,
Hoosier?
Jack. Welcome. You're an honorary Bears fan.
I was a Colts season ticket holder, and you just ruined it.
Really?
That was for a while.
Yeah, we lost Goff. We picked up Stafford, so we'll see.
Good pickup. It's a great pickup, as we've seen him sling against the Bears many times. All right, so I got to ask you about this story. Because it sounds like something that would happen to Daddy D and I.
Do I need another beer?
If you need to get a beer, go get a beer. We're drinkers on this podcast, as I told you.
There you go.
Take your time. Grab 2, Jack.
He's like nervous about the question.
Everclear.
Oh, there you go. Isn't that shit illegal? And I know it's illegal in Illinois. So. They make it like legal now?
I don't think it's ever been.
I thought Everclear was illegal at the time.
No.
Jack, what are you drinking? I should have asked you.
I think you're thinking of
what am I drinking?
Yeah, what beer is that?
Modelo's.
Oh, Modelo's nice. Okay. All right. Good boy. We got Daddy's got Jack and Diet, and I'm going with Tito Soda. So
solid.
You can tell who the men are.
So I heard this rumor, and you can confirm if it's true or not. You were in the middle of the best round of your life, better than when you shot that. What was it? 61 your junior year?
63.
63. Okay, you were in the middle.
Actually, with Bryson DeChambeau in Puerto Rico.
No kidding. What? Yeah. Tell us that story. Hold off on this one. What's that story?
Well, so every year we'd go down to Puerto Rico. Purdue actually held a tournament in Puerto Rico every year in February, which would get the best teams in the nation. And we got paired with Bryson DeChambeau, and at the time he was like a twig, but he was still like. He had this clock system that he'd do, like, all right, this is 140 yards out. I'm going to be doing like to 930. He was just like so scientific. But I beat him that day. But
what a boy. There you go.
Turns out he's on TV now.
Was he cool, or I heard he's kind of a dick? Like I saw him at Aaron Hills when he played in the U.S. Open when it was there, and he like missed a shot and he started like screaming, like acting like a little bit of a tantrum. Like how was he back when you were with him? I mean,
I don't know if like I'd grab beers with him if you want to say that.
You wouldn't you wouldn't sit at the airport and have a conversation with him at the airport bar. Like that's how
he flies out of the private terminal.
Yeah. He's not in the Southwest at Midway.
Yeah, middle seat Southwest.
Yeah,
that's me.
Yeah, C23.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I am A-list though.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys know.
Daddy D's big time. Yeah.
Remember the little people.
Yeah, and like remember that the text we were on, and then like you're like, oh, a good name like Daddy D has got to have a bunch of flames.
Yeah,
and I'm like, flames on flames and flames, and then DW's like, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, I wish that was true. I wish that was true.
Well, yeah, tell us this story, because this is intriguing, I guess, because this show, I don't know if you know, but we talk about work, we talk about life, and we talk about like dating, because we're single and the other guy's married. So this story kind of actually puts all three together of life, dating, and golf.
Oof. So my college teammate actually at Northwestern, a mutual friend, I started dating her, and this was like our second month of dating. And, I think, no, it wasn't Valentine's weekend. It was the weekend after. Take our first trip down to Palm Springs. And, if you guys are going to Palm Springs, what are you going to do? You're probably going to golf.
Yeah.
So I go golf, birdie the first 6 holes. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is going well. Par the 7th. So I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should stop. Birdie 8 and 9. And then I text her at the turn. I'm like, hey, I'm 8 under par through 9 holes. Like, do you care if I keep playing? And it was kind of one of those like, okay, period texts. And I'm like, oh.
Fuck.
So in all fairness, if I kept playing, I probably would have tripled 10 just being rattled by the text.
Oh yeah.
But I decided to walk off the course after being 8 under par through 9 to go back to the hotel.
Oh shit.
Which on my deathbed will probably be something I look back on.
I might.
What would you guys have done if you're?
I wouldn't have texted her. I just kept playing. Like it's slow. It's a slow 9.
I mean, it'd be different if you're married to her right now. And this is the girl of your dreams, or maybe it was.
Well, I think the key is to find a girl who would egg you on to play the back 9.
Agreed. Yeah.
Maybe even drive out with a 6-pack.
Yeah. Did she know golf though? Did she know like, hey, this is pretty amazing? Like what's going on? Like, yeah, like, hey babe, keep going. Like, finish this round. I'm so excited for you.
That you wanted to?
No, I asked her if she wanted to go to the course, and I was like, hey, like, will you like find stuff to do? She's like, yeah, like hang by the pool. I got work to do. Like, it's all good.
Yeah.
But
you felt it though.
Yeah. You can just kind of feel it.
Yeah, her tone over text was not good.
Very short.
Yeah. So you left after 9, and then what happened? Was she just like, she should have said thank you for like leaving, and that was your best 9 you've ever shot?
Best 9 I've ever shot.
And it was tough course, playing the tips and all that stuff. So it was legit.
Yeah. Probably would have broken 60.
Jeez. That hurts.
So go back to the hotel, get yelled at, and then proceed to drive back to LA. And then she yells at my college teammate about me, and now we're not friends.
And then now the story's on Sneaky Bar. So this is bad.
Well, Jack, I mean, welcome to the single world, bud. I mean, you're in a better place. You look happy. You're smiling.
I think it happened for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. I I'm looking forward to shooting 8 under par again on 9 holes and making the turn. And
Yeah.
playing back
That's my goal.
Now, did you tell her you were only going to play 9, or how did the conversation start of you being able to get to the course in the first place?
Oh, I just said, I'd be gone. I'm going golfing, and that was it.
You do your thing, spa day for you.
So you were actually being like a good boyfriend and checking in after 9 and didn't get the response you wanted. And then you actually said,
well, actually there was no title. Gotta hold off on that.
Okay.
Do you think do you think we can have you and her on the show?
Wow.
I'm talking.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear her side.
There's definitely 2 sides to every story. So
one of my best friends says there's 2 sides, or there's 3 sides to every story: my side, her side, and the truth. Like, I get it.
Yeah, it's such a great line that he says.
But little minor details, not dating anymore. But
no, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
It is.
listen, there's nothing wrong with the single life, Jack. I mean,
We promote it.
Yeah, we actually unfortunately know a lot of people that are married and dating people that are not too happy. So
really?
they go, if I had your life, like if I had $1 for everybody's like, if I wish I had your life, I'd be a rich man. From people saying that.
Oh yeah. When I asked you guys to do this at 6 p.m. Central Time, I was like, damn, you guys must have chill girlfriends.
We just do what we want.
Yeah.
Well, more of these, you're like, no, let's not do it Saturday night because me and Marty are super busy.
Yeah.
Flying all over playing golf,
shoveling snow.
Unfortunately, we're pretty open Saturday before Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Yeah. Nobody's calling us to hang out, especially no women. What would you say? So you were beating people at the country club when you were 13, taking money, right? Or talk about a little bit when you were. Oh,
Ryan Schiller's
look at who's coming in. So Chi-Town is the married guy with kids.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, exactly. Who now decides he wants to join us for hey, there he is. Hey, welcome to the show.
I will say here, I brought out my putting training aids. I wanted to show you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
it.
If you guys in the winter in Chicago, you can easily improve your putting. So this is called the Putting Professor.
What is that?
Oh, I've never seen this.
This is the putting rod.
And this is what I need help with the most.
Yeah. So essentially there are these can you guys?
Yeah, we see it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we can see it. Yep.
Yeah. So essentially what it does is it keeps your face square to your path, and you basically can't miss putts. And so this thing then keeps the angle so you can't flip it all.
Oh.
Huh. Look at that.
Yeah. But you guys should definitely get putting training aids, especially in the winter in Chicago.
Yeah.
That looks crazy. And that thing works, right? It looks like.
I've been using this thing for like 15 years.
Oh, I see the idea behind it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've never, you think on all the golf things we follow, we'd actually see something like that pop up, but.
That actually makes more sense than some of the other bullshit out there.
But yeah, if you're in Chicago, it's easy to work on your stroke, like in your basement, whatever.
Yeah. I like that.
Huh. That's cool.
So, so that's what you've been using, or is this what your gig? Did you create that?
No. I've been using it since high school. Actually, Peter Costas created it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a lot of good training aids. Like, even though you're in the winter in Chicago, you can still get better.
Yeah. I like that, especially with short games important.
Sure.
For sure.
So Jack, this is Schiller Chi-Town who has joined us. He's married with 2 kids who went sledding, and I think his text said he's wiped.
Yeah. Wow. Sounds like Daddy needs a beer.
It's not like I just want you to think that I wasn't excited about you being on the podcast. All right. So
family obligations come first on the Sneaky Par Show. Yes. Family comes first.
Admittedly, did you tell me about this on Thursday? I know you said Jack Northwestern, but I know it's in my calendar.
5 texts. I sent you his bio. I sent an Outlook calendar invite. There's not much more communication I could have done.
Calendar. We even told your wife, and she said denied.
So Jack, how much is the putting professor cost?
I think it's $100, and then I'd highly recommend one of these as well. It's called the Eyeline Pendulum Rod.
Pendulum.
Huh, great.
Yeah, it really helps you get your putting stroke more in your shoulders and less in your hands.
All right. I like it.
my disclaimer, they are not paying me. I'm just trying to help you guys.
No.
Yeah, they're going to be sold out after we post this episode.
You know our options in Chicago are like not very good. So what we can do at home, that helps.
For sure.
We're going to do an episode on home simulators because Chicago's huge on some of these. And we got a friend of ours that we've traveled with that has one of the best ones out there. But, you know, I mean, Marty probably has a little bit of room to do one, but, you know, there's no simulator going to my house in Chicago. But that's fine. A lot of people around here are doing it.
What do you guys do in the winter then? Because I know like East Bank Club has a golf place.
Well, we were at Midtown for a while. They have a simulator. But, you know, what I do is Southwest Airlines.
Oh.
I get out of Chicago.
Nice.
You're just not playing as much, but there are like Marty and I we're part of a club that had a simulator. There's East Bank that had one. He's got a club that he belongs to, or a country club, golf country club that he has simulators to they can go to. There's Mistwood, like Golf Dome. There are different places you can go to. Top Golf still going on, and even with COVID, you can do. So there are places to go. But nowadays in Chicago, these places are having like, you know, these rich people have their basements that are simulators.
Yeah, they're like Trekman for their basement.
I golfed on a simulator today in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gabe Rios Golf.
Well, rumor has it that you think that you can beat Charlie Woods.
Well, funny that you mentioned that, because what I was going to mention on the podcast on Thursday, because I didn't realize you were having this podcast, was that if I golf anywhere near the way I hit into the simulator today, there is no chance I can beat any 11-year-old. It was probably my worst day hitting a golf ball.
Where did you go, Bri?
Over at Gabe Rios Golf. Remember Gabe, right?
No.
He's over there it's like Damon and Expressway.
Oh, right. I know where you're at. Yeah, over by Midtown, like there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like right there. So he's got 2 simulators in there. Gives lessons. He does an indoor golf league too.
Sounds terrible. Jack, do you like simulator golf, or would you rather be on the range and see your ball flight, or what's your preference on all that kind of stuff?
I mean, honestly, being outside's better, but when I was living and working in Chicago down at Lakeshore Fitness, they had a simulator there, which, I mean, in the winter, it's great. I mean, if it's all you have, it works. I honestly, if you're in the winter though, in Chicago, I'd highly recommend taking lessons in the winter, because it's kind of your chance to actually improve and get better. Kind of how we were mentioning before, in that you don't have to worry about your score. You can just kind of worry about improving.
Right. Fundamental part.
Yeah. What was that Madonna girl? She was talking about your foundation is first. So I know, like, I did a couple golf tech lessons probably about 10 years ago. And I was like, I really want to be in the range. Like, listen, like, you need to get your body right before you worry about your ball flight and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I get it, you know, where they were coming from. But as amateurs, it's pretty cool to see your ball like where you think it should go.
We need to be outside drinking beers.
Yeah.
Well, so do you guys struggle, I mean, with back pain at all? Like, really?
Oh, yeah.
So for you and for your listeners, so as someone whose back pain derailed their golf career, Google foundation training 12-minute video. Do it 3 or 4 times a week. I promise you, your back's going to be on fire, because you're going to be using muscles that you've never used before, and your back pain's going to go away.
Is it kind of tied to some like yoga type stuff and stretching?
Yeah, it's similar to yoga. It's actually a guy from Santa Barbara. That's how I found out about it. But I promise you,
Dr. Goodman.
Dr. Goodman, Eric Goodman. I met with him a couple times. The 12-minute video was actually done for Lance Armstrong when Lance was struggling with back pain, apparently. But I guarantee if you do that video, your back pain will go away.
I was talking about that with, I was thinking about it when you were telling the story about the car accident and how, you know, derailed your career. I'm like, well, I have the back pain, and it wasn't from an accident. It was just me being out of shape and fat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, plus, like, we're desk warriors, right?
Yeah.
Sit behind a desk and then try to golf on the weekend.
I feel better. So there's certain trips.
But we're like 14 years older than Jack.
Yeah. But I always worry about my back, because I am always tight when I'm playing. And if I do a golf trip, like I went to Ireland, or if we did Bandon Dunes, or we're walking. So we're also, you know, used to golf at the country club or riding a kart. But I always say that I'm always nervous with my back on those trips. And then after my first 2 or 3 days of walking and just suffering, like, I'm tight, but I feel better. Like, just doing it. So I think
walking's better for your back than riding in a cart.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why when you do it, I'm not as nervous, because I actually did it, and I'm actually more limber and I feel better, even though I'm worried, thinking my back and I'm out of shape. I got to walk, and I get it. I got a caddy because I'm an asshole, and all that stuff. But after all that trip, I feel 100% better. And that's why I try to walk. I don't run anymore. I ride a little Peloton every once in a while, but I don't try to run because my back hurts and my knees are bad and I'm old and I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, I don't like cardio. Most of the cardio I get is from drinking coffee.
Get your heart rate up.
Yeah, you and I are same people.
So Darren, when you were saying walking, you weren't talking about walking on the golf course. You were just right.
Well, both. I mean, but I realized that like just walking helps my back. Just period. In Chicago during the summer, during COVID, I was walking every day, just doing my own thing.
I would much rather, when I go golfing, walk and carry my bag, but I can't find anybody else that will do it. Like, it sounds like a good idea until we get there and everybody's just like, screw this.
I love walking with a caddy, but I can't afford it all the time. that's the thing. I love walking too, and I caddied before, so I understand carrying the bag, but there's both sides to it. You know, I get everybody's side, but I do feel better if I'm doing a big weekend of walking. I feel 100% better at the end of it.
Do that 12-minute video and your back pain will go away.
All right, I'm going to save
Done.
it. Marty,
I got it here.
Saved.
I got a Golf Foundation training video YouTube.
Yeah.
There it is, 20-minute workout from home.
No, just Google foundation training 12-minute video.
To the top. No, you're already there.
No, it's not 12 minutes though.
The first time I went to the range, like in July, when I decided, we started doing this podcast, start golfing again.
Yep.
Get a large bucket of ball, and I was in tears by the end of it. And I started, not that foundational trainer, but I started just doing a 20-minute.
All right, guys, this is your personal foundation.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Fix up your back. Get you guys.
Yeah, that's
okay. Well, we got it now. 12 minutes to fix the back. I mean, shit, you're gonna shave a couple strokes off because of this.
I cannot wait.
100 professor plus a 12-minute yoga. You're gonna be a scratch golfer any minute, any day.
Yeah, obviously I'll be on tour. Sneaky Par will be like sponsoring me.
Yeah, Jack, do you know that we sponsor a caddy on the Corn Ferry Tour?
Oh, that's awesome. Which one?
We're slowly making our way up to the PGA. Lance Odom, who caddies for Eric Barnes, who's 33 from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Nice.
Finished 50 something last year on the Corn Ferry. So, hey.
Guy that we know, the guy, and we're like, love it.
Yeah.
He's all decked out in Sneaky Par gear then?
He is. It looks good. We put it on the Instagram, so check it out. But, hey, we got to start somewhere, right?
We still don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. We're like, wait, we got to pay you to put our logo on your shit? Okay, here we go.
So I might call my dad. I'm like, hey, forward me some money.
Yeah. Schiller, we're still waiting for your money order, by the way, too. It didn't show up yet.
If you check your mail, it's there. The money came out of my account.
It's not here. Like, they got to mail the money order, Brian.
Enough business.
Yeah, okay. Back to Jack. Schiller, what question do you have for Jack since you showed up fashionably 45 minutes late?
So you played golf at Northwestern? Is that accurate?
Guilty.
All right. Do they have? Are there cheerleaders for golf at Northwestern?
No. We were just thankful to be considered a sport. No cheerleaders. So you weren't one of the creepy alumni that have been grabbing cheerleaders doing tailgates and boosters over here? I saw that headline. My lawyer said not to comment.
Jack, what was your major at Northwestern? What'd you say?
I did communications and then business, kind of a double thing. Yeah.
Good for you. Great school. Away from the golf club. Great school.
So if you went back to Northwestern or you went back to these courses, could you get on Conway? Could you get on like some of those courses you played when you were in school? Or how does this, is there any?
Maybe from getting in touch with members that we played with during school, but they're tough to get on courses,
Yeah.
Do you keep in touch with those coaches and the players from Northwestern still?
What's up?
You keep in touch with the coaches and the players that you played with?
Yeah, for sure. Talk to the coach every now and then the guys I played with on the team. The banter is good.
That's good. That's awesome.
Go ahead, bro.
Just so you're a great golfer. Obviously, you went to Northwestern. It's a great school and everything. But I feel like if you want to get like really good at golf and serious at golf, like you're not going to go to a school in the Midwest. So like out of all the schools you can go to, like
you covered this, Brian.
You were Vanderbilt or something.
You were super late to the conversation.
With the hard hitting questions here.
Yeah, right.
The repeat question in the Midwest if you're going to play golf.
Why come to the Midwest?
You don't think we covered this, Brian?
Yeah, no. Sorry. All right. You asked me, Brian, you got some questions, so I asked a question.
All right, we'll go to the next one. His dad and his sister went to Northwestern. Was, I would say, a good influence of your decision. Well, he can answer.
I said it's a fantastic school. You're going there for the education, probably not for the for the golf because you can't really play year round. Right?
No, but at the same time, great indoor facility. We get to go to Florida several times. So, and as we were talking about before, if you're inside during the winter, you can really focus on your technique without having to worry about your score. So there's pluses and minuses to everything. So
that's a good point. That's what Coach Eva said too.
Yeah.
On a technique.
Coach Eva.
He's Coach Eva.
Yeah, which we covered that. Jack's like, I got to meet Shalair. Well, thanks for joining, Brian.
Glad I could contribute, guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
we love it.
What? Would you go sledding today with the kids, or what happened there?
Yeah, there was some sledding over at Oz Park today. Long day.
Oz Park, big park.
You're up by us over here.
Yeah, spent a lot of time up north today.
Yeah, Jack, do you get back to town a lot, or are you kind of just more right? Obviously, right, not in this weather, but do you get back to Chicago a lot, or you kind of miss it a little bit, or?
Yeah, I'd say once a year, probably during the summer, maybe for like the Air and Water Show or for a Cubs game. I don't know. I mean, Chicago's such a good city when the weather's good.
The good old days.
Are you guys still pretty locked down, or are you guys doing indoor dining? Or
we just went to a bar before, so it was like 25% capacity. It's open if you want to go out. There's a lot of people that listen to the leaders of our government and stay home, which is fine.
Yeah,
it's open if you want to go out.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah. And it's not open probably where it should be, but it's open. Arizona, when I was there for 2 weeks or 16 days, it is open. You wear a mask in, you sit down, you take it off, whatever, but it is open. And Chicago's, we're getting out of it. I mean,
it's probably not as bad as California, though, right?
Yeah,
California's pretty locked down, right?
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal, but we're back in the office kind of at 30-40% capacity.
I'm surprised you're even back in the office doing real estate.
Well, I mean, we're trying to fundraise, so it's tough to fundraise around investing in office buildings if we're working from home, right?
Yeah, I got you.
True, good point.
Yeah,
we gotta get people back to this.
Yeah, well,
as safely as you can.
Kids back to school, right?
Yeah, well, that too. We're going through that process too, which is hilarious.
Yeah, big teachers union battle I saw in Chicago.
I mean, I got friends in Indiana that are leaders in education, and they are back and they have it under control. And if there's an issue, they take care of it, and kids are back. But no other place can listen to that and figure it out. And I mean, without getting into too much detail,
those Catholic school kids have been going to school the whole time.
It's pretty crazy. It's insanity how much crazy the states are against each other.
I mean, there's not a lot of people in California that probably believe in God, but yeah.
Well, then cut that out.
Yeah, Jesus, Brian.
Brian, what's your background?
That's where I was today, playing on the virtual simulator at Gabriel's Golf. So,
but he wants to know your background, your family, and everything.
Well, Jack, if you get back to town, let us know, because Darren can get you on Harborside.
Anytime.
Know some people there.
Yeah.
I can get you on White Pines in Bensenville.
I can get you guys on Lost Marsh.
There you go. Yeah.
Golfmail.com.
Yeah. Hey, you guys are hating on Lost Marsh.
I can't.
Actually,
I hate it. I wish I didn't hate it, but I just.
No, I'm already set up. We're going to Lost Marsh when we get here. And then Marty's taking us to his club, Ridgemore.
Yeah, we'll go to. You ever heard Ridgemore when you were at Northwestern?
Yeah. Oh, so you're a member at Ridgemore?
Yeah, it's a fun little track. They redid it. I don't know if you played it before, but they redid it a couple years ago. So it's a fun little track. It's great course, and it's we're boozing at Ridgemore.
Close to the city. We can get back to our house in Uber. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's great.
Fun time.
That's good. You guys Uber responsible.
I don't know. Most of the time.
Well, wait. When did Jack? You ever heard of Chicago Highlands?
Yeah, I love that place.
Okay, that's one of Dee's buddies was there for. He's still there.
We got a couple. Well, he's still there, and I got a couple other buddies there. But Corn Ferry Tour had one of their events there.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, it's a great track. If you want to,
it's on like an old. I think it's on like an old garbage dump.
Yeah, exactly right. You can see the city up there. I mean, it's a link style course. I love it.
It's really cool.
Yeah, great club. They just redid the clubhouse. It's got a bowling alley, workout place. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool.
No way.
Very cool spot.
Yeah, the Sneaky Part team doesn't really play public golf these days.
Well, I mean,
we're not snooty, but we're just.
I got to pick my battles. Like I'm a like you. I play the city courses, but then unfortunately, or fortunately, I have rich friends.
Man of the people.
Yeah,
that's my excuse. That's my excuse for not golfing. That I won't golf on public courses.
No, but here's my thing. When I
knew we weren't going to get along.
Yeah. when I join the club. Like I don't call it a country club. Like it's a golf place is what I call it. And I was like, I don't want to turn into that guy. You know, there's just like, and then I'm like, I don't know if I want to play the same course all the time because I probably played at least 95% of the rounds there. And then after like a week or two of being there, I'm just like, I'm that guy jokingly on the public courses being like, where's my wet towel? How come nobody's cleaning my clubs? Like, not like serious, you know, we didn't grow up with much, but now that you kind of get a taste of that golf place, country club lifestyle, it's hard to go back, and you got gas carts versus these comfy electric carts with USB ports in them. So it's tough to go back.
I mean, Marty went to Harborside only once. So I think we got the whole like 11. He's like, oh, you know, it's longer rounds or waiting. This is horrible. Like, we can leave, you know. And I understand it. Nobody wants to play that golf. And that's why I actually love the professional pro. Everybody in this was like pace of play is important. And I saw, I saw some like, you know, I hate to say it, like girls have their love language, like words of affirmation and physical touch. Whatever the fuck that shit is. This one girl goes, my love language is pace of play. And I'm like,
wow, marry me.
Yeah. I'm like, I love that.
How many kids do you want?
Yeah.
Let's get a ring.
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm like, it is hard. I mean, I was telling Marty, we left Quintero in Arizona early because it was just brutal. And again, I'll wait because I paid a lot of money to play there, and I wait, and I love golf, and I can sit there with my boys and drink beers. But it was that bad when we left. I mean, that's hard to say, but
yeah,
they took care of us though there, and it's a great course. So you should always go play it. And there was a frost delay in the morning in Scottsdale. Like you're gonna have that where that location is, and that's what hit. It was nobody's fault other than the weather. And then you go there, most people just, you know, figure it out, but we were tired.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's so frustrating in public course playing behind like a 30 handicap who like takes forever to hit their shot.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if you're talking about somebody on this screen right now, Jack.
First of all, I don't take a long time to hit my shot, but I am a 30 handicap. And my biggest challenge is that if I'll hit the first one into the woods or whatever, and then I'll tee up and hit 3. Right. And then I'll hit it somewhere in the woods or something like that again. And then like I go and hit 5, and then whoever's in my, like, people are just like, no, like that's it. We know where this next shot's going. Just go over there and drop. So that's why that's why I do take a little bit longer, because I do try to play according to the rules.
He tries to play stroke and distance off
everybody else
too. Which nobody in a public immunity course plays. But Jack, Brian has 2 little kids. Oh, they're not little anymore. How old are they, Brian?
8 and 6.
8 and 6. What would your advice be to young golfers like that age if they want to take their game? Or where did you start, and where would you recommend that youth golfers these days start playing golf?
I'd say if you're fortunate enough to where you can afford lessons, take lessons early. Because if you're going to create habits, you might as well create the correct ones. I'd also focus on the mental game. Like I had mentioned before, like read the Rotella books, listen to the Rotella audiobooks, even for you guys. And then just play a bunch and then start playing in tournaments. I know I forget what it's called, the IJGA. They have a lot of good junior tournaments. And then also Northwestern actually has a good junior program. It's called the Wildcat Golf Academy. A lot of the kids on the North Shore go to that during the winter and summer. So you just got to, you know, practice, take lessons, and then start playing in tournaments. And that's, you know, how you get better.
Should any of your kids have golf in them, or?
No.
What's up?
I was asking Brian if his kids had any golf in them or any interest in the game of golf.
No, but my daughter will be going to the Wildcat soccer camp this summer.
Nice. I have to say though, you're giving away the 30 handicap with the quarter zip fully zipped.
He knows the game.
He has iron covers too, Jack. So I'm joking. Brian would never have you don't have iron covers.
After Coach Eva joined, she already has a lesson from our showing.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. It's already done.
Well, Jack, if you come in town, I mean, we're not talking like we're cool guys, but I'm sure you have connections, but we can probably get on like Medina or Conway or Ridgemore or Harborside.
That'd be awesome.
We can get on like a pretty decent track out here, which would be fun. Highlands, Darren, those people there.
And you have 2 bachelor pads. You can stay for free. Your own bedroom.
Yeah.
Wow.
In and out access without telling anybody.
We get you live in the studio. We got 2 more mics over here too. So I mean, it's Chicago's your oyster, buddy. Whatever you need.
Actually, I think I can stay at DW's place though. So we'll see.
There you go.
That's true.
There you go.
That's true.
And we're not against on-course coaching is what they call it, I think. Like, so if we play with if I play with better golfers that are really good, I'm like, feel free. If you don't want to say anything, don't. But if you want to give me like a tip or so, like we're all about it.
That's for it.
Yeah.
Some people are like against that on the course, but
especially if you're familiar with the single plane swing.
Here we go. He's been studying that, Jack.
Wow, that's in my head.
Ryan wants to ask you, do you have a single plane swing, Jack, or no?
I don't know. I honestly don't think about the swing that much.
I do have one question. So the putting professor helps you putt, great, but like where I absolutely clueless, more clueless than anything, which is I know it's hard to believe being a 30 handicap, is trying to read a green. I'm just horrendous at it. I can't there's times where I'm just like it literally went the other way, right? So how do I practice that?
I'd say first, kind of on a macro level, look at the layout of the land. Where's the low point? So not even around the hole. Where's the low point? And, in Scottsdale, everything breaks one way. In Palm Springs, everything tends to break one way. So start thinking about that. And then it helps to get down lower. So I'm not suggesting being like Camilo Villegas. Yeah, exactly. It helps to get down lower and kind of look at which way the cup is tilted. Because if I'm not sure about a putt, but I get down low and I see that the cup's tilted slightly right, I know that if I play it to the right, it's going to break right. It's not going to come back to the left. So then I'll favor the left side. It honestly just comes with practice, right? Like anything.
There's a lot of people at our amateur level, I don't go to the other side of the hole. No. So I don't do that, pace of play type of situation. But, the professionals go on the other side or, you got to look at your other people you're playing with, how their balls roll and all that stuff. But there are small things where half the people, the caddies go up and line up like they're putting because they feel their feet. People don't think about that. They're just feeling how their feet go on the grass.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of things like that, which people, I think amateurs like us, we don't think about.
And somebody told me about walking around the hole and, I've done that a couple of times and it does help, but to your point, it takes a long time. And then when you do all that and you don't get a good putt,
that's what I'm saying. I would just keep with our level of golf and get behind it, look at it, hit your putt, and don't think about it.
Get a 4 caddy and ask him to hit it.
Like that putt right there, Brian, is for me shooting 8 or 9. You don't have to walk around.
Yeah.
Just go.
As a 30 handicap, though, you probably don't know whether or not you're good at reading greens because you don't know whether you're actually hitting your line. So that's why you need to get training aids like that actually help you hit your line and make a correct stroke, because then you can actually diagnose that, hey, I don't know how to read a green because I'm making a good stroke, but I'm not making a putt.
I totally thought I totally thought you were being a dick. Because you're a 30, you're never on the green.
Jack, we had one.
And then he throws out.
Brian came up with. He said this. I think we talked about it in our first episode ever, 20 episodes ago. He goes, "If the entire green was the hole, I still couldn't make a par," which is true. That is true for a lot of people. Did you see that one lefty guy in round one?
Akshay Bhatia.
Hit 18 out of 18 greens in regulation.
Wow. Yeah, he's one of the George Gankus guys. He's pure.
Yeah, it was crazy. He's super skinny and tall.
So 18 out of 18. What was the score?
Finished.
Yeah,
I think he got 8 under and 9 under that round.
Yeah, something like that.
So he had a good round.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, and they're and I guess I've never played. Have you played Pebble, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, the green's really small. That's what they were kind of saying.
Yeah, greens are really. I actually saw a picture today that all 18 greens at Pebble could fit onto the 18th green at the old course at St.
Andrews.
That.
What? That's insanity.
I had a hard time believing that, but
it was the front 9.
Oh, the front 9.
Yeah, it was. I saw the same thing. It was front 9. I'm pretty sure front 9. Oh,
jeez.
Yeah, but that's still enormous.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
What would you guys rather play? Small greens or large greens?
I like large greens because I'm not good.
Yeah.
But
I mean, still large greens though are still easy to miss if you don't have a good target. You got to aim small so you miss small.
I like the small green because usually we're playing games, and if you play snake, 3-putt, stuff like that, if you have a small green, then I feel like there's a lesser chance for a 3-putt.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just common sense.
I always go into this looking to see how I can lose the least amount of money.
And Jack, Chi-Town's 30 is undocumented, so there's just kind of something we just pulled out of.
So there's some question marks.
Yeah, exactly. He could be. Well, what's the highest you can go though? Isn't there? Don't they cap it at a certain number of strokes that you can get? I thought
when you're 30, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, I shot a 101
strokes on a par 3.
I shot a 101 at Highland. So what does that equate to? If I did that every time, that was my average of 7.
Basically a stay-at-home dad.
It should have stayed at home, Dad.
Oh, that's great. Jack, what do you got plans for the rest of the night of the weekend?
Maybe a date, maybe a barbecue. We'll see how the cookie crumbles.
I like it.
Holiday weekend, plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, nice. Well, I think we got good stuff. That was it goes by fast.
Yeah.
Is what I've always said, and it always sounds better when you listen to it back. So great stuff, dude. It's awesome. Like what an awesome story, a storied, what they call it, childhood or junior career, obviously a very storied college career too at Northwestern, which is awesome, dude. So hopefully your Muni run keeps going. Don't forget about your friends at Sneaky Par.
I'm more concerned if I can get a blue check mark after being on here.
Oh man, we're trying to get that.
You're going to get a lot of ladies reaching out, Jack. You're going to get a lot of DMs from the Sneaky Pars.
Wow. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for
joining. I do have one question. I feel like you guys asked the last guest, but you didn't ask Jack. Jack, if you're single, what's your favorite dating app?
Dating app?
Yeah.
I don't use dating apps.
Yeah, why are you assuming he's on a dating app, Brian?
Oh, I thought everybody. If you're single, I thought everybody was on a dating app.
I'm not on a dating app, and I'm single.
I like.
I'm not either.
First of all, I don't believe it at all.
I'm not. Marty is never. Yes. I don't know why you want.
I like keeping it organic.
Bumble
thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Bumble just went public for like 17 billion, so I figured just everybody was on it.
I would buy the stock.
My dating app is the Brentwood Farmers Market. There's plenty of eye candy.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, are those the cherry bombs? Oh, is that fresh dill?
And I never thought I want to go grocery shopping with you, but now I want to go grocery shopping.
Maybe we're going to Brentwood, guys. We got.
Yeah.
Oh, are those organic parsley? Okay, I'll take some.
All this food, I'm gonna cook but how am I gonna eat it all myself?
Yeah. I gotta say that's kind of a weird question coming from dad of 2. What's your favorite dating app?
Because he lives through us, Jack. That's what it goes
I live vicariously through Marty and Darren.
And then he'll come out with us and he'll be like, "This is what single guys do." He's like, "This sucks." He's like, "I'm happy being married."
The grass is always greener.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
So, well, all right. Well, thank you, Jack. Awesome stuff, dude. We appreciate it. When you come to town, let us know for sure. We'll hit the courses up there. We'll have a good time. You can teach us some lessons, probably shave about 12 strokes off Chi-Town's game.
And we may be out your way sooner.
Yeah. If we just show up, just pretend like you know us.
There has to be a Marriott near you somewhere.
Yeah. Let me know who my lawyer should reach out to for any PR nightmares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got legalzoom.com is our lawyer.
You have a good disclaimer, right, before the episode?
Oh, yeah.
That you got to understand that we have careers that we can't ruin.
Correct. Yeah.
So ours are never going to be bad.
Yeah. And
my mom watches. So
if you want to come on the OnlyFans version of Sneaky Pie, that's a whole different story.
Wow.
That's a no holds barred. Talk whatever you want to talk about.
I'm already tapped out on OnlyFans. I think I'm shelling out like $1,000 a month right now.
Yeah. You've reached your budget.
This is going to get at least 20 downloads.
Yeah.
Right.
Jack, show me that pitching swing again. That was my favorite.
Hey, I think my short game is erotic, but that
you're entitled to your opinion.
I'm going to use that in the range, like a nice erotic swing.
Yeah,
that's good.
All right. Well, have fun this weekend, Jack. Take care. We definitely 100% appreciate you coming on, buddy. It's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure. Cheers. Thank you, guys.
We'll talk to you boys soon. Take care.
Thank you.